Hi everyone, I'm Jess, and I thought I would give you a little taster of our online mat class that we do on a Sunday at 10 o'clock. It is a gentle mat for all levels. So go ahead and sit down on your mat. Come to a cross-legged position that's accessible to you. If not, you could always grab a little bolster and sit on that, or a cushion or something, but we're gonna have cross legs. I want you to feel that sit bones reach all the way down to the floor. And I want you to feel that lift through the side waist. Rib cage drawn in ever so slightly, and feel that lift through the top of the head. We're gonna take a couple breaths here. So just take your hands onto your knees, and we're gonna inhale deeply. We're gonna feel the back ribs expand. So we're gonna inhale and exhale. Feel everything drawing in. Feel the waist narrow, the ribs narrow. And inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Two more. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. Big inhale. And exhale. Let's cross the legs the other way. And again, if you wanted to, you could sit like this, or if you wanted to, you could bring your shins in front of each other. You just get a little bit more stretch through your hips. It's up to you. So we're going to sit up tall. We're going to go for some twists now. So we're going to take the right hand. So as we twist, we're going to use the hands to help kind of pull us around a little bit. Don't force anything because we're still warming up the body. Okay, so we're going to inhale to grow tall. Exhale to twist. Place the hand on that right knee and exhale. Inhale back to center. Exhale to twist. Feeling those sit bones equal as we twist. Inhale. Exhale to twist. Really breathing. Exhale. Two more each side. Try not to sink down in the middle. Feel like you're spiraling up as you go around. Last one. To our right. And last one to our left. Go ahead and cross the legs the other way again. Find that lift through the spine, sit bones pointing right down into the mat. So we're not sinking back or sticking our bum out, we're just lifting up. Go ahead, take the arms out. Now I want you to really rotate the upper arm bones. So you feel those shoulder blades almost tip underneath the armpits. And then watch what your hand's doing as you twist, because you'll mine eventually want to roll in a little bit. Okay, so we're gonna feel like that external rotation. Reach the arms away. Same thing, we're gonna twist again. We're gonna inhale, spiral up as we twist. And back to center. Exhale to twist. Inhale to center. Exhale to twist. Now in the next one, we're gonna hold it, not this one, but the next one we go to the right. We're gonna hold it back there. So we're gonna keep spiraling up. You're gonna go to your threshold, and you're gonna see, can you deepen it? Feel like you're pulling the rib cage round for 3, a little bit further for 2, and a little bit further for 1, back to center. Again, twisting, go to where you can, and then can you deepen it? Watch these arms. We twist deeper for 3, deeper for 2, deeper for 1, and back to center. Go ahead and place the arms down. Got a little nippy in the shoulders there. So we're gonna roll the shoulders. Just try to get it out of your neck and traps. You should have been feeling it more here and almost between the shoulder blades. Okay, a little bit of a side bend. So we're gonna take the left arm up to the ear. We're gonna lift up nice and tall. This hand is just down by my side. And I'm gonna use this hand to almost push the floor away. So I'm not sinking down. I'm trying to lift up. So this whole side is lifting up. And I'm gonna reach. And then this left sit bone is rooting down. It's not gonna come with me. I'm almost pressing it down. And up, out to that T position. Right arm up, lift up. Feel that underside, keep lifting. And center. Find the lift first. Exhale to go over. And up. Now as we go over, try to think that that rib cage isn't thrusting. You still want to feel that gentle drawing in of the rib cage on that top side. And let's just go 2 more each way. Last one, let's hold it a little bit. So how much space can you make between your rib and your hip by not collapsing on that underside? And back to center. And inhale, exhale. Back to center. Good. We're going to come onto all fours now. We're going to go into a little cat-cow. So the knees are right underneath the hips, and the hands, the wrists are going to be right underneath the shoulders. We're going to find that length first. So you want your sit bones reaching out, and then the dome of the head, the crown of the skull, reaching forward. So you've got that two-way stretch going on. So I'm not dumping, and I'm not here, I'm not tucking. Just want to find length. Okay. I'm pressing my feet down, or my shins down, and I'm pressing my wrists away. So pressing the floor away, I should say. And then we're going to initiate this movement from our pelvis. So go ahead and then feel like you could stick your bum out. And instead of dumping down, I want you to feel like you're sliding your chest forward, collarbones forward. Don't crane your neck. Just feel like the only way that the eyes are going up and the head is going up is because the chest is pulling up. Then we're going to draw the tailbone underneath you. So sit bones are pulling to your knees, pubic bone to belly button. You're going to press the floor away. You're going to keep thinking pubic bone to belly button, rib cage to the ceiling, and your head's going to drop down and look between your thighs. And again, so exhale as you release, articulating through the spine. Inhale, exhale, to press away. Deepening the abdominals, feel that lift. And again, exhale. Press the mat away. And we're going to go one more like this. Really working, articulating, so bone by bone. And we're going to come now into that cat position. Then you're just going to send your hips back. So I'm still thinking pubic bone to belly button. Keep sending the hips back so you feel a little bit of a deeper stretch. You're going to come forward. You're going to find that stacking of the hips over the knees. Then you release the tailbone and you go into your power, your extension. Tailbone pulls under. Press the hips back. Pull yourself forward. Release the tailbone and extend the spine. One more. Round. Press it back. Forward. And release. Go ahead and sit back on your heels. Give your wrists a little bit of a break. And we're going to come into a modified thread the needles. We're going to have the hand behind the head. We're going to come back into all fours. We're going to find that neutral pelvis, neutral spine. So again, you're reaching the sit bones away in the crown and the head. We're going to take the right hand behind the head, so at the base of the skull. I want you to press your head up into your hand, and the elbow is lifted. We're going to press the floor away, and you're going to open up to the side, trying to keep that pelvis still. So keep weight equally distributed through your knees. As you pull down now, I want you to think elbow to wrist. And then we're going to open back up. We've got 3 of these. Elbow to wrist. Open. Elbow to wrist. Come to neutral. Place the hand down. Other side, left hand. So I'm pressing the head up into the hand. So my hand is at the base of my skull, pressing the floor away. Open it up so you're just working your thoracic spine. Elbow to wrist. Keeping equal weight into the legs. That's it. Opening up the chest, looking at your back elbow, and elbow to wrist. Come to neutral, place the hand down. Excellent. Give your wrist a swirl if you need to. We're going to go ahead and lie on our backs now. So come to the front edge, spin yourself around, and we're going to lie down. So we have our feet sort of underneath our knees. I want you to find that again, that neutral pelvis, so you're not tucking and you're not arching. You want to find that little bit. So there's still a little bit of a deep crease in the hips. So we're not here. We're not pressing the low back down necessarily. You're anchoring the sacrum. So we're going to feel that heel to bum, bum to heel connection. Take the arms around. So again, both hands are under the base of the skull. Elbows are drawn in to help drop the rib cage down, but you again haven't tucked, okay? Feel that release. Feel that length through the front part of your pelvis. We've got some chest lifts. So the rib cage has to drop down. You're going to press your head into your hands a little bit and find a little bit of length through the back of the neck, almost like you're drawing your chin towards your throat, and the back of the head is gliding up the mat. You're going to take your eyes down your cheekbones. The rib cage drops. Now make sure you haven't tucked to curl up. Keep that neutral pelvis. Keep creasing at the rib cage to curl up higher. Press the head back into the hands or let the head be heavy. Hold for 3, for 2, for 1, and lengthen back down. Again, find an inhale. Exhale, drop the rib cage to lift your upper back. Feel that heel to bum, bum to heel connection. Make sure you're not tucking. Release. You are. So the hip points are creased. Hold it up. And lower back down. 3 more. Find that inhale. Exhale, drop the rib cage. Look between your thighs. Heel to bum, bum to heel. Can you curl up any higher without tucking? Any higher? So you got to keep scooping underneath the rib cage. Lower back down. Last 2. Inhale to prepare. Exhale to drop the ribs. Curl it up. Keep pulling underneath that rib cage like you're trying to pull your belly button underneath the ribs. And it's going to keep sliding up and almost go out of the top of your head. And back down. Last time, rib cage drops. Exhale. Curl it up. Lift your upper back. Crease at that rib cage. Scoop under. Don't tuck. Heels to bum, bum to heels. Curl it up. And lower back down. We're going to go into our 100 now. So we're going to draw the legs together. So I like having my sides of my feet together, the knees together, and the inner thighs. Now, if you squeeze so much, you'll feel like you get that tuck. I just want you to feel like almost like everything's pulling into the center. So we're going to hug the midline. So you're going to draw your sit bones together, the inner thighs, the knees, and the sides of the feet without finding that pressure down. Take the arms up to the ceiling. So now we're doing the same thing, your chest lift, but we're adding in the pumping of the arms. Squeeze your fingers and thumbs together. Drop the rib cage away from the fingertips. Reach the arms down so they're just above your abdominal wall. Curl your head, neck, and shoulders up. Feel that head pressing back into your hands, even though they're not there now. Heel to bum, bum to heel. Here we go. We're going to pump for 5. Inhale for 5 pumps. Exhale for 5 pumps. That's 10. At any point your neck hurts, you put your head down. Keep pumping the arms though. That's 20. You can either go into tabletop if you want to challenge yourself. That's 30. You could extend the legs up to the ceiling, curling up higher. Keep the eyes between the thighs. That's 40. If you wanted to, you could reach the legs away, but without compromising the back arching, so the rib cage stays down. That's 50, could be 60, I lost count somewhere. So find your level. I'm gonna go here today, and I'm gonna work on my curl up. 3 more. 2 more, big inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, in. and out. One more for good luck, because I have no idea. And lower your head, neck, and shoulders down. But take your head to side, just release off your back. Go ahead and place the hands behind the thighs. Press your thighs into your hands and just rock up to seated. Again, we're going to have the sides of the feet together. I quite like having my knees shoulder distance, helps me get into my low back a little bit better. And then you're going to press the hands into the thighs and the thighs into the hands to find that lift through the spine. So reaching the top of the head to the ceiling. The rib cage is drawn in. Now we're going to feel like we're going to pull the sit bones to the heels as the front hip points pull to the back edge of the mat. So we're rolling the pelvis under. Keep that neck almost retracted. So no chin pokes. Keep rolling. You're going to go to where you can, and then you're going to see if you can deepen it a little bit. Keep standing into your feet. And then we're going to round forward, almost like you're trying to get your ears between your knees. But you're going to keep rounding, and then we sit up tall. So we're going to roll it away. Deepen it. Round it forward. And sit up tall. 4 more like this. Roll it away. Sorry, 2 more like this. 4 in total. Like what? Round it forward. And sit up tall. Last time, roll the pelvis. Feel it like carving the tailbone underneath you as your hip points are dragging back to the back edge of the mat. Now keep pulling the hip points to the back edge of the mat as you round forward. Sit up tall. Or add on now, so you're going to have to find the spot where you can hold it, so don't go too deep. Reach the hands out in front. Keep your eyes on the horizon. You're going to draw that sternum back between the shoulder blades. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Roll it down to where you can. I'll start with the left because that's the angle to use. So we're going to do some bow and arrow. So I'm going to draw my left elbow back and I'm going to follow it, like in this arm reaches forward. So again, it's that twist at the rib cage. You've got 3. And 3. Again, if this hurts your back, don't do it. But you got to hold from your tummy and your glutes. 2, 2, 1, and 1. Now from here, hold it. We're going to roll slowly all the way down to the mat if you can. Nicely done. Press the arms down. Go ahead and keep the left leg where it is. We're going to draw the right knee in. Place the hands behind the thigh. Extend that leg. Now I want you to actively press the leg forward so you can feel that whole right side lengthen. So again, your hip points want to be equal. Draw the chin in. If you're extending it, draw it in. So length through the back of the neck. Keep pressing that leg forward into the hands. Keep drawing this. So as I draw my leg in, I want to make sure that I'm not tucking because I can be here, but that's no good. I want to feel like my sit bones are reaching down, and I'm going to keep drawing the leg back, but not at the expense of me tucking my pelvis. Then we're going to point flex the foot. So reach the heel and point. Reach the heel and point for 3, 2, and 1. Hold it. Pull all 5 toes back. Keep pressing that leg forward. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, pull that knee in briefly. Place the foot down. Other side. So hands behind the thighs. Extend the leg up. Press that thigh bone forward. Again, finding that length. Making sure you're not tucking. Keep pressing the sit bone forward as you pull the leg back towards your armpit, but keep reaching the sit bones away or down to the mat. We're going to point flex for 5. Reach the heel. 4. Reach the heel. 3, 2, and one. Keep reaching the heel. Pull those 5 toes back to your shin. Keep pressing that leg forward. And bend the knee in. Come back to that first side. So we're going to start just by pressing the leg up. Now I want you to really feel like that leg can externally, or the thigh bone can externally rotate a little bit in the hip socket. Keep that right side waist long. Press the arms down. Pull the tummy in. Think about what's not moving. This leg here, my left leg, heel to bum, bum to heel. Feel the hamstring connect. Pull the tummy in, rib cage down. We go across the body. The leg comes down to my knee. It goes out in line with my armpit and back to my nose. So we go across, down, around, and up. 3 more. So nothing should be moving. This leg here isn't wobbling all over the place. 2 and 1. We reverse. We go out to the armpit, down, cross to the knee, all the way to the left armpit and home. Out, down, across and up. Out, down, across and up. 2 and 1. Good. Go ahead, bend that knee in. Place the foot down. Other side. Knee draws in. Get that connection of the right leg, heel to bum, bum to heel to feel that hamstring. Press your foot down. Extend the leg. Keep that reach through the side. This leg is externally rotated at the thigh. Press your arms down. Keep the rib cage heavy, neck long. Here we go. We go across, down to the knee, out to the armpit, to the nose, across, down, around, and up. 3, down, around, and up. 2 and 1. We reverse to the armpit, down, across to the knee, to the right armpit, and home. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend the knee in, place the foot down. Go ahead and draw this knee back in. Try and hold the shin if you can, otherwise behind the thigh. We're going to reach this leg away. That left leg is reaching from the back of the body. So feel that glute reach, or the sit bone reach to open up that left hip. Now as I pull my right knee in, again, I want to make sure that my sit bone is still reaching, so I've not compromised any length through my sideways. We're going to hold it here for a little bit. So again, as I keep drawing that knee in, I've got to reach this away, because otherwise I'm compromising my Pilates box, which is your hip to hip, shoulder to shoulder, imaginary box. Then go ahead, draw that left knee in, place your hands wherever you need to, and then reach the right leg away. And again, I'm working on trying to let that hip drop down. So if it means that you have to be here to help you get length, then that's where you need to be. It's a fight for me on this side. My left hip likes to be a part of my armpit. And then go ahead and draw that knee in. Okay, so we're going to stay here in almost like this tabletop position. We're going to take the hands behind the head now. Again, your elbows are going to be in your periphery, and we're going to curl up. You're going to look between your thighs. I'm going to lift the heels. Now, as I send one leg away, don't just drop the heel. So I see this all the time. I want you to think that thigh bone moves away. So the angle between my thigh bone, my upper thigh bone, and my lower limb doesn't change. So this angle here stays the same. So curling up. We're going to start with the right leg. We tap it down. We lift. 5, 5, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, and 1. Lower the head, neck, and shoulders down. Take a second. When you're ready, we're going for the double leg. So you don't need to. You could go back and do your single leg if that was a challenge. Curl the head, neck, and shoulders up. Make sure you're not tucking. Find your tabletop. Now we're going to take the legs away, but only as much as you can keep that rib cage anchored. So for me, I have to curl up higher as I send my legs away and in. Curl up higher to counteract the legs, and in. 3, and in. 2, and in. Last one, and in. Lower your head, neck, and shoulders down. Pull your knees into your chest. And we're going to go ahead and flip onto our fronts now. So we'll go ahead, sit yourself up. And we are going to come into our Superman version. So, knees under hips, wrists under shoulders, reach the sit bones, reach the crown of the head. So we're going to take the left arm, right leg, and you're going to slide along the mat. You're going to find your balance, and then you're just going to reach. It doesn't matter. Don't go high where you dump in everything into your back, okay? We're just going long. Lift. Press the floor away. And in. Other side. Reach the left leg, right arm. Keep that length. And in. One more each side. Then we're adding on. And in. And in. Now this time we're going to extend and retract on one side. So you're going to think of it a little bit like your knee stretches or your mountain climbers if you do a reformer or any of the equipment. So reach the arms and legs away. Now I want you to think you're about to do knees off as you pull your left elbow. So the rib cage has to go up as you're pressing away. And we reach. Pull it in. And reach. Pull it in. And reach, and then place that arm and leg down. Other side. So reach the arm and leg away. Find that length. And again, as you pull it in, the rib cage goes up to create space. 3, 2, and 1. Knee down, hand down, and then come off your wrists briefly. We're going to come onto our fronts now for our single leg kick and our double leg kick. So come all the way down. Options, you can be here with your hand on your forehead, and we go for your kicks here. Otherwise, we're going to have a slight lift of the chest. So your arms are in like a hug position. And I want you to feel like you're pulling your elbows to your ribs and your ribs to your elbows. So the collarbones are wide. Your eyes are looking forward and down a little bit. And my hip points are pulling up, and I'm trying to suction cup the creases of my hips into the mat. Tummy is lifted. Then I'm going to reach that right leg away so much that the kneecaps lift. Also, both kneecaps are slightly lifted. Then we draw my right heel to my bum, and I kick, kick, press it away. Kick, kick, press away. Kick, kick, press away. Kick, kick, press away. Here we go. 6, 6, 5, 5, 4, 4. Try not to let your bum lift up as you pull the heel in. 2, 2, 1, and 1. If you need to press back into a rest pose or child's position, you can do. Otherwise, we're going to go straight into it. We're going to take our head onto our right face cheek, right ear. So you're trying to spiral the neck. Hands come as high up on your back as you can, and the elbows are going to drop down. Legs together if you can. And again, really press those hips into the mat. So the front hip creases are trying to press down. Tummy pulls up. And then I'm going to kick the legs in. So it's a kick, kick, kick. Now what it's not is a kick, kick, kick. Okay, so really press the hips down. So kick, kick, kick. Now I've got puppet strings connected to my arms and my legs. As my legs go away, my shoulders reach down my back, my feet press into the mat, and I can lift my chest, lift the triceps. Hold 3, 2, 1, and then we turn to the other side as the legs draw in and the arms draw up. Kick, 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 press away, and reach. And keep going from side to side. Kick, 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 press, reach, lengthen. 3, 2, 1, and down, and kick, 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 press. The arms and legs are attached by a piece of string. One more each side. We kick, kick, kick. Arms, legs together. Press down. Should have said if this is tricky for you, you could go hands here in a dart position. And we draw in. Kick, kick, kick. Press. Reach. Lift. Now take the arms out to the side if you can hold. Press the hands underneath the shoulders and press it back into your rest pose. We're going to come into a sort of plank position now. So it's like a lengthened plank position. So we're going from a 6-point to a 4-point. So we're going to start in a 4-point so you find the length. So what I mean by that is you're going to come onto your forearms and you're going to just find a little forearm plank. Now my bum isn't up. I want you to be here. I'm pressing the mat away. Then just drop your knees. Okay? So we're going to start in the 6-point. Retract the neck. Reach it away. I'm pressing the mat away. Feel that rib cage drawing up so I'm not sinking down. Little bit of pubic bone to belly button, not tucking, just a little bit. Press through the feet, and I want you to just feel like your hamstrings just press up to the ceiling. So press the hamstrings up. Hold 3, 2, 1, and down. Press the hamstrings up. Hold 3, 2, 1, and down. 2 more. Hamstrings up. Hold 3, 2, 1, and down. Last one. Did I say 3 more? I meant 4 in total. 3, 2, 1, and down. Good. Press it back. Stretch out your shoulders. Stretch out your back. We're going to come back onto our fronts. I know, a lot of stuff on the front. And we're going to do some slow swimming to fast swimming. So you're going to reach the arms and legs away. Your hands are out, or your arms are out on a V. So at least probably mat distance. The legs are reaching away. Now, I prefer them to be close, but if it hurts your back at all, they could go a little wider. They could go hip distance. So again, you want to feel that idea that your hip creases are pressing down. So you're trying to not swirl from side to side. So we're going to retract the neck so the head is in line with the spine. And then I'm going to press my left wrist down and my right foot down so that I can lift the opposite arm and leg. So I'm pressing one side down to lift the other. And lower. My eyes are looking at the front edge of the mat. It's not about height, it's about how long can you go. So one side presses down to lift up. Press down to lift up. Press down to lift up. Now from here, we're going to press the arms and legs, press the hands down. I want you to reach the legs away and lift from the backs of the hamstrings or like your underbody. The legs are reaching away. Neck is retracted, eyes slightly forward. Reach the arms away, come into that 4-point hover. Now we're going to flutter for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower yourself down. Press it back into your rest position. Stretch out your back. We're going to come to the front edge of our mat now. Our legs are mat distance apart. Your feet are firmly flexed like you're standing off the floor or just pressing them against the wall. The legs are pressing down. Again, if you need a block here, you could grab a block. But I want that pelvis as vertical as possible. So if you have this tendency that you can't get up, bend the knees is another option. Okay? So we're pressing down through the legs, and I want you to imagine you're squeezing something together. Rib cage in, arms on an imaginary shelf. So the point here is to keep the pelvis as upright as possible. I want to drop the chin towards the throat. You're going to draw the sternum between the rib cage. You're going to pull your waist back. You're going to keep pulling your hip points back as you keep reaching forward and rounding over a big imaginary bowl. Shoulders are relaxed. You're reaching from the top of the head. Keep emptying out all the air. If you're emptying the air, you're reaching, you're extending, you're finding space. When you have nothing left, inhale, restack the spine from the base, and grow tall. Feel like you're growing up a wall. 2 more, round forward. Keep pulling into your low back, less about the upper back. Pulling into your low back. Empty out all the air. Squeeze the very last drop out of the base of those lungs and restack from the base. Make sure when you come up, you're not back here. If anything, a little further forward is better. Round it forward. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Keep pulling your hip points back to keep that pelvis as vertical as possible. Don't lose your legs. Feel those sit bones drawing together to get a little deeper. Restack. Now from here, we're going to point the feet. We're going to roll down in a wide leg. So we're going to do that half roll back like we did before. So the sit bones are reaching to the heels and I'm pulling my hip points back. Keep reaching through the legs. Roll it down slowly, bone by bone. Everything hits. The arms go back. The arms go up. The head lifts. And you round it forward and you find that spine stretch forward at the top, but this time my feet stay pointed. And again, roll it back, bone by bone. Low back hits first, so back of the pelvis, low back, waist, ribs, shoulders, head. Head, shoulders, ribs, waist, low back, and up and over. One more. Roll it back. Keep reaching the legs away as you pull back to find that length. We're going to come up one last time. Woo! And then we're going to stay down on the next one. So roll it away. And we stay down. We're going to bend the knees and we're going to come into our shoulder bridge. So we're going to find that neutral pelvis again. Your arms are pressing down into the mat. Chin slightly tucked, finding the 4 points of your feet. So big toe, little toe, inner heel, outer heel. So wrists, elbows, armpits slightly drawing together, but not at the expense of letting the rib cage thrust. So this is pulling in. Press through your feet and start to roll through the pelvis. So pubic bone to belly button. Initiate from the lowest abdominals. Don't overly squeeze your bum. Your bum will work when it needs to. It's starting to work now for me. So feel that I'm trying to pull my heels in. So the hamstrings are supporting me. The low back is nice and lengthened. I'm not gripping. The sternum is soft. The throat is soft. The ribs are soft. So I'm trying to find almost my longest flexion. I'm going to keep trying to open up the hips as I reach my thigh bones and knees away. And as we come down, you're going to feel that sternum pull away from the chin, the ribs from the sternum, the waist, the pelvis, everything lengthening away. Try not to lose those 4 points of your feet. 2 more. Pubic bone to belly button. Find that deep abdominal connection. Press down through those 4 corners as you lift your hips. Feeling the ribs stay soft, the throat, the face. You're using your arms though, the triceps, the upper back. You're squeezing your bum now to open up your hips more, but thinking more not up, thinking that rotation of the pelvis. And then roll it down. Last time. Try not to lose your big toes. I'm kind of saying that to myself. I can feel as I get up there and I lift my hips more. I try to open my pelvis. I try to open my hips more. I feel like I'm rolling off my big toes, so it's a fight for me. So you want to feel like you're hugging something between those inner thighs. Keep pressing your big toe down. Keep rotating that pelvis. We're holding it up. How much length can you create? And then trickle slowly down through the spine. Okay, we're going to come onto our side now. So we're going to start on our right side. So the arm is out with the palm up. And we're going to take that top hip and reach it away. This hand can come down here for support. Reach both legs away and lift them and then bring them to your corner of the mat. The bottom leg is pressing down, okay? Make sure you're still stacked, so not forward or backward, but in that line here and that length through the waist. Okay, we're gonna reach the top leg away and then we're gonna internally rotate so you feel that heel almost up, toes down. And then we're gonna take the leg up. Now you don't take it high that you dump into this. So we're gonna keep that waist long. So we go 10. I like to imagine my foot is scraping along the wall. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now hold it at the top. Okay, we're going to pulse up 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and pull the knee in. You're trying to place the foot down. So you're going to grab the ankle and you pull it in. The knee facing up to the ceiling. If that is not possible, you're just going to go with the leg down, but try to keep that hip back. Okay, so pick your version. Then we're going to reach the bottom leg away and you flex the foot. And again, it's almost like you're leading with the heel. We lift the leg lower, reach it, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it, pulse 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, other side. So lining yourself up first, palm up. Okay, find that top hip, reach it away, make sure everything's stacked. Reach both legs away and bring them to the front corner of your mat. And pressing the bottom leg down, making sure again you're not rolling forward or backward, but you're just in line. And then we're going to take that leg up to hip height and we're going to internally rotate the thigh bone in the hip socket. Watch when you do that, you not pull forward, okay? Again, you're reaching the leg and sliding it up so you don't want to sink in. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and grab that ankle and pull that leg in. Otherwise, have the knee down. Reach that bottom leg, lead with the heel, and we go. So thigh bone to the ceiling. 8. So inner thigh bone. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it. 10, 9, 8. Lift, lift, lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, we're going to go back onto that first side, so back onto our right side, and we have some side planks. Okay. So, elbow slightly away, so not under, just slightly away, and then the shoulder wants to be back, okay? So you feel that armpit. And we're going to press the floor away. My hips are stacked, my knees are stacked, and I'm pressing my legs down. Again, we're reaching that top hip away. And you see as I do that, it's like this rib cage lifts up. Take this hand behind the head, press the head back to find that length. Now you're going to press your knees down, and you're going to lift your hips and your ribs up to the ceiling. So you're going to press everything that's touching the mat down to lift up. So that's option 1. It's a good shout. Otherwise, this leg can be out and it's just, the toe is just touching the floor and it's the same thing. But you just have that little bit. Option 3 is you press up and you're here. Okay, so you've got 3 levels to go at. All right, so I might go with the middle one and see how I feel. You do you though. Here we go. We've got 5 of these. Up, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on down, other side. Yes, you'll feel it a little bit on this underside as well. Depends where you're weakest. Okay, same thing, hips stacked, elbow just a little bit, the shoulder is on your back, and you feel that lift through your armpit. Everything that's touching the mat presses you up, okay? So we're gonna lift it up, sorry, hand behind the head, press the head back into the hand to find that length. We lift. Now stay here, otherwise go with your version. Whoo, this is hard on this side. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Okay, we're gonna come onto our fronts. We're gonna do a little down dog to a lunge, and then finish with some neck. So finding your all fours position. Okay, so my sit bones reaching crown of the head. We're gonna tuck our toes under, and then again, I want you to feel like if you had like a rope underneath your hip creases, that's what's lifting you right up. So your hamstrings press back and your sit bones reach to the ceiling. So we're here. So you want to find that deep hip crease, like your sit bones are reaching. Press your armpits down. Let your head hang. So you feel that stretch in your shoulders. Stretch down through the whole back of the leg. Now go ahead and pedal your feet here for 5, for 4, for 3, 2, and 1. Keep reaching the heels away. Reach the sit bones, armpits down, head is relaxed. How much length can you find? Keep breathing into your back. One more big breath. Then we're going to reach the right leg behind us, and you're going to bring a big step forward. And that was terrible, but we're going to drop down onto the knee, and then you're going to come up to an upright position. So we're going to, again, find your balance. If you need to hold on to a wall, you could do. So we're going to let that pelvis find that vertical position. So I'm going to lift my hip points up. I'm going to take this front heel, my right heel to my left knee, and feel like they're pulling. So you feel that stretch here. Now you can hold it here. Otherwise, hand comes on the knee, this arm up towards your ear. And then we're going to side bend over, and we're going to hold it here. Draw this rib cage in, so don't find that. Remember, we're here. Breathe. Now come back to center. You might need to draw this foot forward a tiny bit. This is a little bit like your front splits. So if you come to the middle part of your front splits on the reformer, this foot will be on the foot bar, and this leg would be standing, but you feel how much this leg is working. So you're really working this hip. Then we're just going to keep the hips on a level. So I'm not here, okay? We're going forward and back. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Go ahead, bring that knee in. Other side. Left foot forward. Hip points up. Hand on the knee. If you're going for your side bend, heel to knee to heel. So left heel pulling to the back knee to heel. Keep drawing the ribs in, so no rib thrusting here. Breathe. And then square it off. Again, if you need to bring this foot forward a little bit, keeping that level pelvis. Is my side to forward and backward. Feeling both legs working equally and trying to not let this hip draw up. I like to keep my hands on my hip because I can feel what it wants to do. Last one. Now, a little challenge. You're going to take your weight into this front leg, flex your back toes, press off your back foot, root down through that front knee, and stand. Okay, so we're going to do a roll down here. I appreciate you can't see my upper half, but we're going to do one little roll down. And then we're gonna finish with some neck rotation. So inhale the arms up to the ceiling. Find your vertical pelvis. Stand equally into your feet. And you're gonna round yourself up and over. Thinking again, how much can you keep your hips vertical? So keep pulling your front hip points up. Rounding up and over. Make sure you've not lost your heels or your toes and you're not gripping. You feel the backs of the knees draw together, the sit bones. You're leading from the head. When you can't go any further, you can let that tailbone go a little bit. Bend the knees if you need to. And just take some breaths here. So you're going to breathe into your back. So I still quite like feeling like I could pull my sit bones down and my hip points up. Because for me, it feels really nice on that stiff part of my back. But you can do whatever you want. You could take your opposite hand to elbow and feel that stretch through your shoulders or armpits. Shake your head, yes. Or nod your head, yes. Shake your head, no. Just feel like you're weightless, like gravity. When you're ready, release the hands. We're going to keep the arms relaxed, but I want you to start to feel like you can draw your sit bones together. So your sit bones are going to start to reach down to the mat. Your front hip points are going to start to pull up. You're going to work to get that vertical pelvis first. Then your low back is something to stack onto. Your mid back, upper back, neck, and head comes last. Press your hands into your thighs. You're going to stay here for your neck rotations in that nice neutral lifted position with the hands pressing down. I'm going to come to kneeling so you can see me. So I'm still going to find that little bit of armpits pulling back and together. And then we're going to look all the way over our right shoulder. Watch that left rib doesn't come with you. And we're going to look all the way over the left shoulder and looking behind me with my eyes. And that right shoulder and right rib cage wants to pull back in opposition. One more each way. So use your eyes to help the rotation. Don't force anything. Look over to the left. Center. We're going to make some big circles now. So we're going to nod the chin towards the throat. You're going to scrape the chin along the collarbones as you look over to your right, over your right shoulder, all the way. Start to open up your throat as you look up to the ceiling and a little bit behind you. Look all the way over your left shoulder. Chin touches your collarbones and you scrape it in the back of the neck. Lift up to the ceiling. Go to your left now. Reverse to the left. Open the throat all the way to the right and center. Really use your eyes here. Try to look at every part of this room that you're in. And one more to the left. Come to center and then lift your gaze. Feel that neck retract. So your nose and your chin are on one level. Feel that lift through the waist. Hold it here. And relax. And we are finished for today. Thank you.